Hey everybody, Scott Hudspeth here with Real Estate Animals and Agent Mastermind. I appreciate everybody joining us today and look forward to sharing with you something that can drastically change your real estate career, build a ton of relationships and deep relationships, not just relationships that are like fly-by-night, but like real down deep because you're offering something of value. So I'm going to go over a couple different strategies today that man, I started doing the numbers on this, Paul. And, man, I appreciate you being here, man. I not only am here myself, but I have the man, the myth, the legend with me, Paul Baxter. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. You stole the words right out of my mouth, my friend.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this class specifically because I think this is this is an avenue or a strategy or a revenue stream if you really break it down to its lowest common denominator, but it's a revenue stream that is it kind of gets put on the wayside. It kind of gets forgotten. You know, somebody will get busy for a month or two, and this gets put on the back burner, and then it gets forgotten about. But it's a strategy that you know, when you showed me the real numbers with it and what it actually meant in terms of a paycheck, what it meant in terms of bringing what I'm going to bring home, what it's going to mean to my family.
Right.
It really kind of makes sense and makes you think, boy, you know, am I missing a big segment of my business?
Right. Well, I mean, the big thing is it really boils down to who has the biggest list wins. And I'm going to show you guys how to really dominate your list and build your list and connect with people that are thinking about selling their homes. And it really comes down to Fsbo. And I just want to share with you guys a little starting to a webinar that, and this is highly directed towards the women on the call. So I took a picture. And what I really want to do is share with you what hand do you wear your watch on? All right, this guy's wearing it on his right hand, right? So I'm sure you ladies in the class are seeing the watch. So what I'd like you to do right now is actually switch which hand or which arm you have your watch on. If you could do that for me, just let's take 2 seconds and do it while I'm talking. Here's the deal. It's uncomfortable, right? We all put our watch on either the right or the left hand. Paul, if you switch hands, it's really, really uncomfortable, is it not?
It feels, I just did it myself, and it feels really odd.
Really weird, right? So what I'm going to share with you guys is something that's going to be a little uncomfortable. Now, why is it uncomfortable? What are the 4 reasons agents avoid Fsbos? And I asked myself that question. I'm like, you know, and Paul and I talked about it. I'm going, all right, what is it? You don't know what to say or do, okay? Because you're coming at it from like, okay, I'm a real estate agent. The reason I want to help you is to have you list your home with me so I can possibly get a paycheck, right? So I really don't know what to say. I'd have nothing to go at these sellers with that is not going to be offensive to them, that's going to remove their wall, right? Okay, you feel like you're trying to sell something they don't want, which is to list on the MLS, correct? And number 3, you don't like the feeling of apprehension, man. It's like, whoo, man, it's like Fsbos have been known to like eat their young, if you know what I mean. So it's like, okay, if I say the wrong thing or if I like hint a little bit that I'm not being honest or yes, I'm a real estate agent, or I can't say that I'm a real estate agent, but then I'm going to have some issues. And then probably the biggest one is you're afraid of failure. And we're all afraid of failure. We all have the same fears. It's like, man, I know if I make that first call and they tell me no, it's like, why would I do it to myself over and over and over again, right? So we're going to cover some of this stuff. And we're not only going to cover it, we're going to share with you how to overcome all 4 of these in a very nice manner, in a very friendly manner, so you actually feel comfortable doing it. In fact, you like doing it because you're giving something of value. So, you know, Paul, what is the definition of fear? And, you know, it kind of bugs me that someone calls it fear because I think it's kind of, for me, it was like the body's getting ready to fight or flight. I mean, I was nervous getting on this call today because my passion is to bring something of value to the table. So is that fear? No, it's like my body getting ready to go, all right, Scott, it's time to go. You got to put on your game face. You got to make sure you say all the right words that are going to help. You know, if I can help one person today get one more deal, one more paycheck, that is very satisfying for me. If I can get 100 people to get one more deal and take one more paycheck home, that's like a massive awesome. It makes me feel really good. So what is it? Fear spells out false emotions appearing real. Fear is only what we make it out to be. Is that truth?
It
absolutely. If we let fear rule our lives, we would never step outside the door, false emotions appearing real, right? So, I mean, there's just a lot of things going on, and you can relate a lot of things to fear. It's like, what do I say? How do I say it? What if I say it wrong? What if they tell me no? the best sales experience I ever had, real short story, is I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners. Has anybody on the call ever sold Kirby vacuum cleaners? It was probably, honestly, the best sales experience I ever had because I got doors slammed in my face every single day, time after time after time after time again. And it was like, wow. And the manager I had with me, he would drive us around this little van, and he would go, all right, you're next, you're next. And I'd have to keep going and going and going. And after a while, it's like, you know what? This is okay, but that first one was like horrible, horrific. I'm like, literally everybody in the van was crying. The second one's like, it's like still just like the end of the first day was like, what in the heck have I got myself into? This is crazy, stupid. People slam doors in my face. People hate me. I get in the house, I waste time, and they still hate me, and like, what the heck? So I'm going to give you something to go with. All right. So do you fear a listing presentation? And most of us on the call would probably say, no, I'm pretty comfortable with that. I've done it a bunch of times. We may have some new people on the call are going, I'm a little uncomfortable, and I have that little pit in my stomach that I go, holy crap, man, I can't believe I'm doing this. So this actually will help you with that as well. So why not? Why are we not scared about a listing presentation? You remember the first time you ever did a listing presentation? Like, oh, yeah, I'm scared. I don't know what to say. And am I going to say the right things? Are they going to like me? Do I look right? Does my hair look good? You know, am I dressed properly? Is the first impression? And there's so many things going on in your head that, so here's what I've changed. I changed all those words to, you know what to say and do, and I'm going to give you all this stuff. You know what to say and do, instead of you don't know what to say and do. You feel like you're trying to sell them something they want instead of, and that you don't have the feeling of apprehension. You don't like the feeling of apprehension, so I just changed that. And then you don't have a fear of failure because you know that maybe it's 1 out of 5, maybe it's 1 out of 2, maybe it's 1 out of 10. It's going to get you into and get you a new Fsbo or an expired listing. And if I get that new expired listing, and we're going to talk about some numbers here in a minute, that's a good thing. But I know I got to do the numbers, and I know I got to build my database.
Or you don't have a fear of failure because guess what? There's nothing to fail at. There's nothing that you can lose.
Correct.
From approaching them because already you know what to say. You
Right.
have something that they're going to want. You don't have any apprehension about what it is that you know they're going to want. You have no apprehensions about it. There's nothing to be afraid of because there's nothing to lose. There's nothing there yet for you to be able to lose, so there should be no fear in failing. There's nothing there that's, until maybe if you win the business and then they call you up a month later and tell you go away, you can fear that. But don't fear approaching them because you know what you're going to say. You've got something of value to give to them, and there's no apprehensions about it. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Correct. So, Paul, I see there's a little bit of issue with hearing. Is it only one person, or is everybody hearing us okay, and is everybody seeing my screen okay? If you could just put yes in the little box over on the right-hand side, that'd be greatly appreciated, just before we get any farther and get behind the 8-ball here. Looks like we're doing okay.
And Barry's back on with us as well. So
Barry's back. Okay, appreciate you coming here, Barry, hanging out with us. All right, so let's get some Fsbos, man. Let's get some expired listings. Everything I'm going to share with you today is stuff you can use in your business like today. Like I'm gonna give you so much stuff at the end. You're gonna get with your loan officer, but I got free reports. I got all kinds of really good stuff and we're gonna go over a little bit of it, but we're gonna give you access to this, and you can use it in many different fashions throughout your business, and it's just gonna help you grow. Because once you do it once, I mean, it's kind of like running a marathon. The first time you do it, it's like whoa, or it's kind of like learning how to run a marathon. That first mile is the hardest. And then 2 months later, you're doing 4 or 5 miles and 10 miles, and then it's like, and I'm not talking from experience here, trust me on this, but I've talked to people that have ran marathons, and that first mile is the hardest, right? And the 10th, and then the 20th, and then 25th. So good stuff. All right. So how do we find Fsbos? That's the big thing. Or and then after I show you how to market to these guys, you're going to go, okay, I want as many Fsbos as I can get. You can literally own your area because nobody wants to market to these guys. Right, so the Red Axe is a really popular site. If you haven't heard about it, I'm sure somebody on the call or some people on the call already used this for expireds and Fsbos, and I think foreclosures as well. Another one is Land Voice, which is another popular one that has all those. And what it does is that every morning, you get up in the morning, here's your daily Fsbos, here's your daily foreclosures, here's your pre-foreclosures, here's your new expired listings. And you as an agent all have access to this stuff. This just makes it really, really super simple, and then it allows you to attack those specific Fsbos are expired. So Craigslist is another monster one, and we'll go to Craigslist, Paul, and show them. But Craigslist, it shows you the ones that are for sale by owner. What a great way to approach somebody as a real estate agent to build a relationship. We're going to talk about why this is so important. Go to forsalebyowner.com. Guess what's there? For sale by owners, right? Pay a service to provide you with a list of Fsbos, which we talked about at the very beginning. A couple more options. The classified section. Does anybody even get the paper anymore? I heard a great joke the other day, Paul. It was like he was over at his neighbor's house, and he asked him if he could borrow the newspaper. And he goes, "Are you kidding me? We don't waste money on newspaper. We have an iPad. Here's my iPad." And the guy takes his iPad and goes, "Man, that fly didn't even know what was coming." That was pretty funny. So the classified section, does anybody, okay, so there is classified sections. There's still homes out there. Drive-by homes with Fsbo signs. Take a couple pictures. I'm going to show you how to literally just blow the socks off of Fsbo or expired. Write down numbers and gather address. Be creative. Search Google, Twitter for sale by owners. Another great strategy there.
Or Craigslist. That's one of the biggest for sale by owner. Huge.
Yeah. So Craigslist is a big one. And really quick, if you haven't used Craigslist, let me just show you what I'm talking about here. Craigslist. We'll just go there really quick. Craigslist is probably the first part you can get familiar with it. You can see what Fsbo's doing. I've come across a couple of Fsbos that actually are put a blog site together. They actually went to WordPress and put a blog, one page together. So if you go to Real Estate for Sale, right here in the middle, click on that, and then under Real Estate for Sale, you're going to notice that it says owner, broker, 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 broker. But here's the faster way to do it. If you just click owner up here, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Search for owner, right? Real Estate for Sale. Click search, and it's going to bring up all the ones, or should bring up all the ones that are owner occupied, like owner, 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 owner. Here's a couple brokers. There's only 3, and then there's a couple I don't know why it's saying owner. Maybe it's got it in the thing or whatever. But you can see all these owners. There's 69.9. You kind of pick your poison. Here's one, 217.9, 3-bedroom, custom built, move-in ready home. Yeah, I mean, this is just one area, small area. So you can search different areas if you want. But you can see there's all kinds of owner opportunity here of people trying to sell stuff. Now, when I look at this, I'm just going to move forward a little bit here. Here's a $350,000. That's by a broker, though. But so each one of these is somebody thinking or wanting to sell their home, right? Maybe get a feel for the market. You know how that goes. To me, that is like 250 people right here. And I'm going to explain that in great detail, and I'm going to explain why that can be very easily an $18,000 raise for you, okay? One person, 250 people, $18,000 raise. We're going to get into that in just a minute, but that's just one place, which is Craigslist, all right? All right. So let's get the Fsbo's attention. So if you find a Fsbo, let's remove the fear. How do you as an agent approach a Fsbo and share with them that you have a tool, systems, and strategies to help them get exposure for their home and why they should even let you in the door to show them or even talk to them over the phone, all right? So, and here's another idea. So what about text code and what about QR codes and all this fun stuff? So I'm going to go to PowerPoint 2010, and we've done a couple demos with PowerPoint 2010. I'm going to show you how to create a postcard, send out the postcard, or make the phone call and send them an email. We're going to go over a couple different ways to do this. I'm going to go over, what do I got? I got PowerPoint 2010. I have send out cards. I'm going to show you how to use that so you can do it from the comfort of your own home. And I'm going to show you the last one is an email that you can send to impress the crap out of these guys to get their attention. And I've made phone calls on this thing, and I tell you, it's like a slam dunk because you're coming from a power of strength. We've talked about that in different calls. You're not coming from like, I don't know what to say. I don't know if, are they going to reject me? You actually have something to give them. And you're doing what's called results in advance, okay? Sound good, Paul?
Absolutely. That's I was waiting for that part. That's
results in advance.
Results in advance is everything, no matter what it is that you're marketing, and this is the part that gets me most excited is when you show how to don't just have the idea to have results in advance. This is how you actually create. You wonder how people create and do things. Well, this is it. This is the part that you want to pay attention to. Yep. Because this is how you're going to be able to create your results in advance.
Yeah, check this out. So I went out and I took a picture with my phone. Okay, this was 10 minutes before class. I went out took a picture of this home, and here's the front of the home. Okay, That's it. So I drove by. I mean, you can do this from the road. I'm nearly standing on the road. I walked up in the grass a little bit, but this is the front of the home, okay? So I'm going to take this picture. Now, I want to share with you guys something. If you haven't already used it or downloaded it to your computer, you're going to want to do this right now, and you're going to want to pay attention 100% to this. It's called Jing Project, JINGPROJECT.com. I'm going to show it up on the screen here in just a second. But what Jing Project does is it allows you to take anything off your computer and take a picture of it. See this little sun, Paul? Can you see the sun up here in the top right here?
I see your Jing ball.
All right. So what Jing Project does is it allows you to take a picture of anything you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the left-hand corner, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to take a picture of this home because it's on my screen. Now, you could just literally upload this into PowerPoint if you wanted to, but I'm going to show you a couple little tricks here. All right. So this is the picture. So I'm going to capture image. So I captured the image of this home, okay? And you can do this with a new listing. You can do this with a listing presentation, which we went over in the past. Anything. I mean, this is called results and events. This is called walking in to a Fsbo and expired a listing presentation going, Mr. Seller, here's what I've already put in place for you, okay? Now, here's the cool part.
That's a very different thing to be able to say than, here's what I can do for you. It's very different to say, here's what I've already done.
Help you. This is and this is me writing on this. Can I come in and show you what I can do to help you sell your home? All right? They're going to go, what? And then obviously they're going to notice that this is the front of their home because it's their home, right? They're going to notice this. So can I come in and show you what I can do to help you sell your home? So you're getting their attention really, really, really quick. Let's make this into a postcard, shall we? All right? So I'm going to go copy right here. Now, here's the other thing that you could do is you can save it, but I'm just going to copy because I want to put this onto a PowerPoint presentation and build a postcard out of it that I can send to the seller to get their attention and let them get to know me, see what kind of tools, systems, and strategies I have to help them get massive amounts of exposure for their home. And how many, let me ask you this, Paul, I don't even know if you do, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit. How many Fsbos usually end up listing with a real estate agent?
I don't know that answer.
It's in the high 80% range, if not low 90% range.
Really?
Yes, it's very, very high, and that's from a NAR. That's a NAR number. I think it's 87 or 88%. It's very, very high because once I show you all the stuff that you can give to these guys, they're going, oh my God, I can't do this by myself. The phone rings at 5 o'clock. We're having dinner. I'm all this stuff where they have to be there to show the home. And here's where the hard part is for most Fsbos. Is like, okay, Paul, say you're selling your house. Think about this, because this puts you in an uncomfortable situation. You got a buyer that comes in, right? They want to see your house. Hey, Mr. Seller, hey, I noticed your home's for sale by owner. I'd like to come in and check it out. Sure, what time works? How about 5:30? Great. Okay, that's when we usually, the kids get home, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. So 5:30 it is. They come in. Oh, my God, we love this house. We'll get back to you. As a seller, sellers aren't custom. They don't sell stuff. You know what I mean? Most people aren't salespeople, so what's the next step? What do you say to them, right? That's the most uncomfortable, and you need to bring that up to a seller. It's like, hey, who's gonna initiate? Hey, would you like to talk about buying the home, or are you just gonna tell me how much you like it? You know what I mean? It's a very uncomfortable situation. So let's just put a postcard together, get us in the door, so we can get to know this person who's thinking about selling their home. And here's where this just excites me the most: is guess what, Paul? They have friends, family, and coworkers, and a lot of them, and they're on social media, right? Because they probably have listed their home on social media somewhere, so they're trying to get attention from their friends, family, and coworkers. You can find out really quick who those people are. Let's just put a postcard together. So I'm going to click copy, and I'm going to go to a PowerPoint presentation, a blank one, and I'm just going to delete the lines here to start with.
We've got a little bit of a delay, Scotty.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Right.
We just caught up to you to where you deleted the lines now.
Okay, cool. All right, so to change the size of this, like if you want it to go to a 5x7, you can do that. So if you go to Design up here in the top left, click on Design, and then Page Setup. We did this to build a header for the Facebook page, so it's the exact same thing. So I'm going to do this. The width is going to be 5, and the height is going to be 7 inches. Okay, 5x7 postcard. Boom, there it is.
5x7
Looks like
postcard. I mean, that's as
5x7 postcard.
simple as it gets, folks. He just went into, and just to reiterate where this is an action step that you can take for creating, and keep this in mind. You can use this action step for creating any postcards for any reasons. It's
Yes,
PowerPoint.
absolutely.
You go into
Absolutely.
design, and then you go to page setup. Click
Yep.
that page
Design.
setup one time, Scott, so they can see
Yep.
where that inch is.
Width is 5 inches, which is a 5x7. You can do whatever size you want, but I want a 5x7 postcard because that's going to send through the mail the easiest, cheapest. It's not going to cost me any extra money if I want to send it. Okay?
So now he's set his page up the perfect size of what he wants to do. I didn't want to stop you there, but that's such an important action step that needs to make sure that you know exactly where that is, because it's an important thing to think about. This, he changed it to a 5x7 postcard, but what if you want to do an 8.5 by 11 flyer?
8.5 by 11, yep. So 8.5 by 11, so this is the 8.5 by 11, 8.5, 11, change it. There's 8.5 by 11.
So you just remember, folks, you have the ability to design and set up. You can create your own stuff using PowerPoint very simply and easy, and I might say very low cost.
And Jing Project, which is a very inexpensive, free software to use, so you can Jing stuff off the internet. So once you have pictures of their home, you can put a QR code in there, which I'm going to do. You can put a text code in there. You can put a website in there. All kinds of different stuff you can send to this postcard. I mean, think about it just gives me willies to think the possibilities behind this. I'm going to get into numbers.
It literally is. I hate to say the cheesy term, but the possibilities are endless on this one.
Yes. So I'm going to grab this picture. I just copied and pasted. I just pasted this picture into, and obviously it's really, really big, right? So I'm going to shrink it on down. I'm going to grab the corners.
We got a little bit of a delay, Scotty.
Okay.
And just FYI, as you're going, we're delayed on the image stuff.
Okay. So I just pasted that image into the postcard. Let me know when you see that.
Yep. Got it at the top of the postcard there. Perfect fit.
So there's the top of the postcard, right? Now I want to grab the text code, the QR code, and the website link, and put that right underneath it. And then I want to put a nice little message down here for them for when I send the postcard, right? Then I'm going to fold it. And I could even put this on the front side. This could be the front of the card and fold it in. I mean, there's all kinds of different stuff you can do on this. So let's go grab the description. So I'm going to grab property info, and you can use any property site. There's a million of them out there to use. And let me just show you the idea behind this. So this one gives me a nice little website link, text code, which is pretty cool, and then the QR code so people can scan. So I want to put that in there. So I'm going to scan this off my flyer. If you have a flyer, you can just copy it right from the web. And I'm going to grab, let me know when you see this, Paul. I'm going to grab that right there. I captured that picture right there.
Okay, we're just now seeing your Jing ball coming up, and I see it's capturing the image now. Perfect. We see that.
Perfect.
You've
cool.
captured that part.
Once I got what I want, I click copy, and I'm going to go back to my little postcard. Here's my postcard. So I'm going to paste this into the postcard so that goes along with the postcard, right?
And the paste is just a right-click paste.
Right-click paste, man. It's actually so simple, easy that it's kind of funny. So I'm going to make this fit the postcard. There it is. Looks like I built a flyer and put it right in here, right? And I could have copied the whole flyer and made that the whole thing if I wanted to. I mean, check this out. So if I want to, I could literally copy this whole flyer and put the message right in here. Watch this. So if I want a Jing project, and you have to go download this because once you start doing this marketing stuff, it makes your life so easy. It's just amazing. So I'm going to click copy. I'm going to take this whole thing, which has the address in it. I'm going to click all the way down. I'm going to leave my name off of there. And I'm going to click because they're going to have that. I want them to call me. Or if I want to put my name in there, that's totally fine. And my email address, that's totally fine too. I'm going to click. I'm going to let go. Here, now I just copied that. Now I have the whole flyer in there. That could be the inside of my postcard, right? Could be the outside of the postcard. There's nothing on there that I can't send. I just got to be able to send it, put a stamp on it, and put the address, and then the return. Wait, I don't even need a return, right? Because I pretty much know where it's going. And and not only that, it's going through the mail. Other people are going to see the website. It's going to see the text code. Going to see the QR code. And the cool part about texting for information is you, as an agent, would get notified. So you know when the postcard gets delivered and they text or somebody texts for information, guess who it's probably going to be? The seller, right? So let me just copy this. And I'm going to delete this, what I have right here, and I'm going to delete this, what I have right here. Let me know when you see a blank screen there. And then I'm going to paste this into there. There's the actual flyer. Let me just shrink this down to the flyer size. There we go. So this could now be your postcard, which is pretty amazing. So do you think that by getting this in the mail, they're going to be maybe a little freaked out, or I mean, they're looking to sell their home, right? Either they're going to be really upset that you took a picture of their home, or they're going to be really happy that you got a hold of them and now you're trying to help them with a really cool system. Well, a way to market their home and show them who you are. So
if they're upset about you showing them some different ways to market their home, that's not
Right.
That's not the person you're targeting anyway. You
Correct.
haven't lost anything. There's
Correct.
no reason to be fearful of that. It's just cool. Give it a shot. No big deal.
Yeah.
Take care and good luck on the sale of your home. Let me know if when you sell it, if you're looking to buy a new one, let me know. I may be able to help you. Couple of quick things while we're on this page. The site to get the capturing software is Jing, Jing project.com. It is a free download. You don't need the pro version. They don't even offer the pro version anymore, actually. It's just
I don't think so.
Jing project.com. And then as far as a QR code, there are many services available. A lot of the property listing services out there have QR codes built into them, such as the one Scott's using.
I'll give you one if you want to create your own. It's called QRstuff.com.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
It's really quick and really fast.
And it's super easy to use, and it's 100% free. So if you do want to create your own QR codes, QRstuff.com.
QRstuff.com. And what you do is you put it should default to the website URL. So if you have a website set up for a listing or an MLS or whatever, just make sure that it works before you do the QR code. Make sure you scan the QR code. So you can do Twitter, you can do Facebook here, you can do the Facebook profile or Facebook like. But if you want to do a website, so like right here, if I put in www.mywebsite, there it goes, and then you'll see the QR code changes over here. So if you scan this right now with your phone on the computer, it would take you to my website.
And there's a download button right there underneath it.
You can hit the download, or you can use Jing Project, which I like because now I have it saved, and I can Jing this QR code and capture image. So now I Jing the QR code, and I copied it, and I'm going to put this on my actual PowerPoint or postcard to send out to the Fsbo or expired listing. So that's the QR code to it, but if I wanted to do it again, I could just paste this. Here's the new QR code, and I could cover it and have them send that. I could send them anywhere I want to go with a new QR code over the PowerPoint that I already have and the postcard I already have built in PowerPoint. I mean, it's endless what you can do with this thing. It's like you can put picture over pictures, you can put links over links, all kinds of fun stuff you can do with this to make it look as good as you want. If I want this text code to stand out, I would just go Insert, Text, and I would draw a little box out here, and I would put 9th. If you text 9th Street 2795564, let me just go text, just because I want to highlight it a little bit. I want to maybe put it on an angle. I can make that red. I can make it purple, whatever color I want to make it. Let's make it red. Let's blow it up a little bit. So there's a big right there. And I can drag it over the picture and make it the same. I can turn this and I can do anything I want with this thing. So, because I want them to text for information so I know when they get the postcard and I know if they're checking it out. Text it to 79564. That would get their attention, right?
You think?
It's going to be on the postcard now. So
Excellent stuff.
Endless stuff. Yeah, it's really, really cool stuff. So that's how to do it in PowerPoint 2010. And like when you start using this stuff, it's just like, oh my God, I can create anything I want. I can make stuff look better. I can take pictures and add stuff to it. Like you guys see me post pictures all the time on Facebook if you're following me, and you'll see that you'll never probably find the picture that I posted because I made it. I really quickly I copy the picture, I take the picture, put it in PowerPoint, and I put letters, words, whatever I want to in there to fit what I'm trying to say when I'm engaging and interacting with you and my friends and family and coworkers, right? Why wouldn't I? Pictures say 1,000 words. Give them the pictures. Text and voice is not good. Now, here's one thing you could do to take this a step further, and this is the most exciting part for me, is Jing Project allows you to record a video. All right? Did you guys hear me? Allows you to record a video. So I could record what I'm doing here on this postcard in a short little video, and then put the link in the postcard that I send them, so when they go to that link, they get a message from me telling them how I can help them get exposure, engage and interact with them on social media sites to help them sell their home. So all you do to do that, let me show you really quick here. So you click on the Capture X. I'm gonna take a little screenshot. You can record anything you want. So instead of clicking Capture button, you guys caught up with me, Paul?
Yep.
You click Capture Image, or excuse me, Capture Video, and it'll count down for me. So it's going to ask me which one I want to use. So I got a professional mic because I do this all the time. So I'm going to do that. Click Continue, and then it's going to count down and it's going to record. Now, if I wanted to, I could turn on the webcam. Here's the webcam, which either will or won't start. So Cyberlink, it's probably click this there. I don't know what's going on, but if your webcam's hooked up, it'll actually. Oops, there it is. So here's my webcam. I'm talking to you about this postcard that I'm going to be sending you, and hey, I just wanted to share with you a couple things, and I could actually move this video out of the way. So I'm going to go to the actual postcard where it shows your website link, your QR code, and your text code that'll help get exposure, engage, and interact with people, so we know when someone's visiting your site or texting for information. Because if they're texting, either they're a nosy neighbor or they really want to know about your home. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. So I turn off the cam, I go to the text code, and I just talk about, here's your website link. So if you click on this website link, you go to 1283 North 9th Street, is a nice family home. Or if you text 9th Street to 79564, or if you take your phone out, and if you don't know how to do this, I'm sure your kids do, scan the QR code. It'll take you to your home or your listing of your property, okay? So turn your webcam back on, and then you can actually pause this if you want. So, hey, I look forward to hearing from you guys and helping you get massive amounts of exposure. And if you continue to want to sell it for sale by owner, that's perfectly fine. I just want to help you with the system I have in place to get a lot of exposure. My number's below. Go ahead and feel free to give me a call, and I'll see you guys on the web. Take care. And you click Stop. You click Finish. This thing renders, and here's the video with the sound and everything. So now you can click this little link and send a link to them of a video that you put on the postcard. All right? Pretty crazy, right?
It's just an additional step that took a total of a minute and 30 seconds, I think, is what you had there.
Correct.
But the impression that it leaves with the seller, that's the thing that you got to remember, is that you're trying to make a good first impression with the seller of a property. There's one reason or another that they chose not to list with an agent in the beginning.
Correct.
But now they're seeing the difficulties of what it really is like to try to sell their home, to try to get it exposed to the general public. Right. What you're coming in with is you're trying to give them every reason to see that you are a different agent than the other agents that maybe they spoke to prior to deciding to sell it for sale by owner. And you know what? It's okay to ask them the question. Can I ask you, here, once you do get you've got the results in advance, you've shown them the cool things, and I'm probably stepping ahead of what your game is right here, Scotty, but the next step is to ask the question, why did you choose to sell it yourself instead of going with a real estate professional? Yeah. Find out what the pain was.
When you present something this powerful to them, you're going to get answers. They're going to go, "Well, we think our house is not as worth as much as we owe. Short sale.
Okay.
I lost my job. We need to downsize, and I need to move quick. Okay. And we thought that we would save a little extra money by listing it for sale. But you guys know all the reasons or excuses, whatever. But if you show them something that's so powerful, one, they're going to go, holy crap, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life, because sellers that are, like agents that are taking this to listing presentation, knocking it out of the park, right? Because they're creating a website for their listing before they even get there. They're creating a text code, QR code. It's results in advance. It's showing, it's changing the word of here's what I've done for you instead of here's what I'm going to do for you. You will smoke anybody in your path if you do it this way. I've seen agents take listings from family members, believe it or not. Not that family members are always the best, but I mean, it's crazy how powerful this stuff is. So I'm going to show you really quick send out cards, then we're going to finish up the rest of the presentation. But send out cards, I'm not trying to sell you send out cards. I'm just giving you another avenue. So here's here's how crazy it is to build a send out card. So I'm logged in, and there's so many uses for send out cards. I'm just showing you one really easy. simple way to do this. So create picture in plus 2.0 card. I'm going to pick the postcard. This is a 6 by 4.25, which is fine, whatever. And then I'm going to open the postcard, and I'm going to upload that picture that I already did because I want that flyer already. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to take this one right here and just download it. So I'm going to click Save. Now I'm going to save this to my computer. And I'm going a little fast just because it's not a big deal. It's just a picture, right? So inside Send Out Cards, you can actually upload photos. So it says upload more photos. So I'm going to upload a picture. I'm going to browse, and I'm going to grab this flyer right here. And I'm going to click Upload. Takes just a second. And then within a second, I have a picture that I can pull into this postcard and have it just like I would in PowerPoint. But now I'm going to send this right from Send Out Cards. I'm not going to stamp it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to send it right out from here. And here's the crazy part about this, and I'm going to cover this in the PowerPoint. You don't have to be the one doing this. Anybody can do this for you. I mean, anybody. So if you're looking to like grow your business and add one deal every other month, and we're going to talk about what that means, or a deal a month and you want help doing it, but you also want help with somebody to set up your Pinterest board and help you engage and interact on Facebook and help you engage and interact on LinkedIn and maybe start a Twitter feed going with your brand or whatever it may be, that's what this person can do. And if one deal a month or one deal every other month pays for that person, you're golden. Now you can go to the next level. So once the picture's uploaded to the system, I'm going to drag it over to the drag image, and with just a second, it's going to pop in there. There's my little flyer, and I'm going to shrink it down. See this green line? It's just you got to stay inside this green line. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and here it is right here. So I mainly want the address and the offered and the QR code and all that stuff inside the postcard, and then I'm done. So I click Print Preview, and here's the postcard. Now you address this at the end, so you don't have to worry about it. Here's the front. Here's the back. The back is here's the postage. So return address. Click here to type your message. So you could put whatever message you want here. I had a little message for you guys. Let me just show you. So here it is. Wanted to share how I help others for sale by owners sell their home. Feel free to visit the website below, text for information, and scan the QR code. I put together a short video to explain why I offer this complete property marketing system that is free for you to use. Go to the website, bud your personal video, which the link would be like the link to their name or their address. I am sure you will have other questions. Feel free to give me a call at your convenience. And then I understand that this type of marketing isn't for everyone. And then so I kind of do the takeaway. I love takeaway sales. I don't know, you can have some fun with this. If I don't hear from you within 3 days, I will delete your property website, text code, and QR code. No harm done. We part friends. I sincerely appreciate your time and look forward to hearing from you soon. Best agent in town, 555-1212. Right? So you could have the same thing go into every listing. All you do is change the link, right? So I'm going to go back to Send Out Card. I'm going to put it right in here. I'm going to just paste it. Wanted to share with you and help you. And you can change the font, the color, and make it all fit in here. Pretty cool postcard, right? Front of their home is the postcard. They're going to see it go, holy smokes. Inside, you got a little message for them. It's got a stamp, and it's their home. You can do this to expired listings, which is massively powerful, and Fsbos as well, okay? Any questions on that, Paul?
Nope, not on that specifically.
All right. Stuff gets me excited. Can you tell? All right,
man,
so.
this is so easy what you're showing how to do this. And what's cool is, you talked about the fear of failure and mentioned that. But think about this. You're not even communicating with them. You're putting together a quick little website. You're putting together a nice little flyer that doesn't take but a few minutes, and you're sending that to them. You haven't even talked about picking up the phone and calling them.
Yeah.
So what's the fear in sending out a message and then you send it out to 10 of them and 2 of them call you back? Bam.
Correct.
Where's the fear in that?
Yeah. Yeah, and people are asking how many postcards per week. I don't know how much money you want to make. I mean, here's the thing is you got to test it. So it's like if you send one post, like one Fsbo or one expired a week, and you get one every other month, then what if you do 2? So you have two every other month. If you do 3 a week, then you get, so like you just got to figure the numbers of what works. You might go a whole month and get nothing, but you might go a whole month and get 10 too. So you just don't know. And we got a lot to cover, so let's just keep moving. So if you pick up the phone, and I personally don't have a problem picking up the phone because I know that I have something so powerful that I can now offer them to help them sell their home, it's going to be a shock to their system when I tell them, yes, I'm an agent, but I'm not asking for the listing. I'm offering to give you something of value to help you possibly sell your home on your own. Why would you want to do that? Well, only one buyer can buy your home, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, and if I can have the opportunity to work with you and possibly connect with a buyer that comes in, and you might have 10, you might have 15, but if you can help work with me, and I'll give you some stuff to gather their information so I can work with them, believe it or not, a lot of buyers don't know that the seller pays for the, for the transaction, not the buyer's realtor. So if, I want to educate you, I want to work with you, and possibly get a buyer from listing your for sale by owner, and then if you decide, you know what, this just isn't for me, I need your expertise, then I can come in and help you put it on the MLS and get more exposure and show all my agent friends locally that your home is for sale. That's how this stuff works, is building relationships. So, all right, so here is, what happened here? Okay, here we go. So I want to show you an email that you could send. So say you get them on the phone, you go, hey, Paul, this is Scott Utsbeth with ABC Realty, and I noticed your home was for sale, by owner. Are you, how long has it been up for, just kind of start, hey, I just want to share with you, I'm actually a real estate agent, so don't get alarmed. I'm not going to try to market to get the listing, because I know and I understand that there's a reason you went for sale by owner. I was just wondering if I could send you a simple little email that explains a system that I have that you can use for free, no strings attached, that can get you massive amounts of exposure, track the hits that are coming in. It has a QR code, text code, virtual tour. I can help you set all this up. And I just wonder if I could send you that email. If I get your email address, that's all I really need, and I can send it to you. If you don't like it, that's no hard feelings. I totally understand. I'm coming from, I know that only one person can buy your home, so I'm hoping that I can educate you and maybe get a buyer out of it at no cost to you. And, only one person can move in. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Do you mind if I send you that email? And then here's the email, paying it forward, marketing your home. And I just put expired here because you could do expired or Fsbos, whichever you want. Hi, Donna. It was great talking with you. My name is Sally, agent for ABC Realty. I just spoke with you over the phone. I appreciate you taking my call today. I am reaching out today to show you how we can help you market your home so that the world knows it's for sale on many different channels. Make sure to click on the links below when ready. Give me a call so we can get started. First, I build a single property website for you. Again, you can use this, you can put in here again, you can use this for free, no big deal. And then I wrote a blog post, so if you want to do the blog post, or you can delete that part, whichever. Click picture below to see your blog post so that this will show up on the first page of Google, usually within 36 to 48 hours, okay? Finally, the website and tools I use are tied into an exclusive call capture system. What does that mean for you? Well, this is and you could explain this, or you could do a little video on this. When people text for information, you get notified, and I get notified, and I can help you work through that transaction, that tough period if someone's interested in buying your home, okay? This is just one of the many ways I help my sellers to attract more buyers using what all buyers want to see is properties. And then I have a little, why my realtor services bringing you the sale you so richly deserve? That question and following ones merit honest answers before you list again, because right now I'll bet you're asking me, where were you when I needed you the most, right? Your property was already listed, and this was talking to an expired lister. Why didn't you bring a buyer over to my home when it was listed for sale? What makes you different than any other realtor? And that's some of the stuff I would love the chance to answer these questions and any others you might have and show my complete property marketing system. Give me a call so we can accomplish your goals and dreams sooner than later. Looking forward to hearing from you soon, your info. So that's an email that would go out, giving them a little bitty taste of who you are and what you do different and how you do it differently, which is pretty massive, right? So any questions on that part?
Nope, just some follow-up stuff about
cool.
Jing Project and things like that.
Cool. All right, so build a rapport with superior marketing techniques. Okay, check this out. Stand out with your property marketing. Use the property websites, virtual tours, short videos using Jing Project. There's Jing Project right there if you didn't catch how I spelled it. JING project.com. Posting tools, text capture, sign writers, water bottle labels, present how you are a cutting-edge professional. Let's do some numbers on this, Paul, shall we?
This is the excited stuff. Yeah.
Why am I doing all this stuff? Why am I wasting all this time listening to Scott on the phone talking to me about Fsbos and expired listings? Why do I care about that? Well, let me show you. One new Fsbo or expired every other month, okay? So like you're getting one new Fsbo or expired every other month. You with me? Only one. So that's 6 a year, correct?
That's not even every month. That's every other month. I'm going to get one
Fsbo
every other month. 60
And
days, I got to
social
meet one
media,
guy.
and this is where it excites me the most. One is you want to be recognized as the expert in your community. So if you help them bring this to the table, you got social media. Everyone has around 250 friends. Wouldn't you agree? Between all the 4 networks. We'll just use all the 4 networks: Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter. They're all growing. We've done classes on all of them. We know that there's tons of people out there engaging and interacting all the time. What does this mean in dollars? So check this out. A deal every other month. Every other month. 6 deals a year times 3,000, and I'm in Michigan, so average loan size 100,000. That's an $18,000 raise. Am I spending that much money to generate business to get Fsbos or expired listings? What am I spending? $1? $2? Maybe at the most?
Did you spend money on this?
The
On the
PowerPoint,
send out.
no. The listing, you can get QR codes for free. You can get text codes, with the, whatever system that typically has it, but very, very, very minimal cost if, sometimes you partner with if you have a team that you work with, partner with them, and it's maybe 50 cents per listing or something like that, and then here's where it gets exciting to me. Let's get crazy with this, all right? You guys know who this is? Paul, you know what movie this came from?
Yeah, that's the Where's Johnny scene from The Shining.
Very good, man. Very good. All right. So a deal a month. What if we go to a deal a month on this? 12 times 3,000, $36,000 raise. One more thing. You think is this guy thinking about a sub, or is he thinking about swimming tonight? What's he doing?
Today?
Today. He has to do it today. So if you're listening to this on a recording, sorry about that. We want Michael Phelps to get his gold, don't we? Or silver or bronze, whatever. I don't care.
Gold. We want gold.
So, do you have to be the one doing it? We've talked about an assistant. We really haven't done an assistant class or 80-20 class, and we should do that. So can someone else do what I just did? Absolutely. Take the picture, create the property site, create and send postcards or send the email. That's pretty tough, right? And I'm not saying your job is easy. I'm just saying this is the stuff that you can use to generate business, to get that assistant that you've been wanting so you can grow your business, work on your business instead of in your business. I would rather see you out taking pictures of Fsbos and having someone else put them together and knowing that I'm going to get one deal every other month, which is going to more than pay for my assistant every single month. And they don't have to work 40 hours a week, do they, Paul?
No.
When I first started, I was like, hey, could you come in 2 hours a day? Is that okay? 2 hours a day, sure. What am I going to do? I don't know. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. But I want you to help me do something. So what I'm going to do is you can sit with me and figure out what you can do that I do all day long, and then just do it for 2 hours, which would free up 2 hours of my day, right?
Absolutely.
So that's the crazy part about this stuff. So Michael Phelps, go Michael, right? So report trust equals listing equals referrals equals friends, family, and coworkers. Now I added to this a little bit because when you get one Fsbo, you get their friends, their family, their coworkers, right? You connect with them on Facebook. You follow them on Pinterest. You connect with them on LinkedIn. If you're a Twitter person, you tweet with them on Twitter. And you get to know them. You go deep. It's called swamp marketing. It's going deep with your relationships so they know when your kid, what sports your kid's playing, what pets you have, and you know what pets they have. And they just got a new dog, and they just got married, and their kid's getting married, and their kid just graduated from high school and going to college, and what college they're going to. That's where your business will be forever recession-proof if you have those deep relationships, because every single time they talk about real estate, they're singing your name, right? Increase your odds by working with several Fsbos. Build rapport by using all the tools, techniques we have made available to you. Once rapport is built, the seller will trust you enough to give you a chance. Show them how an effective marketing plan will help them sell their home faster so you can net the full amount or more. Take the Fsbos on a home tour. This is a good one. Show them homes currently on the market that are their direct competition. This will also help them be realistic on pricing their home for sale. This is a great one if you're just going to a listing presentation. A little more. Use this time to point out what you should be and should not be done to showcase their home in its best light. Telling them, hey, we need to clean this out. This room is horrible. Consult with them on their best course of action. Find out if they have a plan in their home doesn't sell. Or what if it does sell, Mr. Seller? Are you guys approved to get a new home? What if this thing sells tomorrow? You guys ready? Where are you moving to? Well, we want to downsize, so we want to find a new home. Well, are you working with anybody? No. I'd love to help you guys kind of set you up with, the area you want to be and the kind of the home you're looking for, just so you can kind of get a feel for what's out there. Sound good? Well, why wouldn't they want to? You just offered them something so powerful that why wouldn't they give back? It's called reciprocity. It's like giving back something when somebody gives you something. It's really, really powerful. Your job is to showcase their home for sale to the world. Get creative, like giving them the ability to market with you for free for a period of 14 to 30 days, 60 days, whatever. I mean, just put an end to it. It's like, hey, this, I'll give you the system for 60 days. Nothing happens. Just communicate on a weekly basis. Let me know how it's going, how I can help. You'll probably get it within the 14 days. Of like, all right, I'm done, enough. I can't deal with it anymore. Okay, so do whatever it takes to get the listing if you want it. Now, don't take every single one, because obviously some might be a lot of work and more work than you would ever want to spend, right? Drive by the home and take photos. Set up a single property website showcasing their home. Find a unique way to get your foot in the door. Leave a potted plant on the doorstep with a personalized business card or flyer that you have made by creating a site just for them. Is that a cool idea? Like a potted plant with a little postcard stuck to it?
Why not?
Come up with that one. I love that idea.
$3.99 all day long.
I love this one. Call them a message for them to visit their website that you created just for them. That's cool. If calling from Craigslist, show them how your CL ads are amazing and track site views and will post once a week. Email a copy of your marketing flyer and your URL to the property website and Fsbo book and discuss how you are looking to really help them market their home. Give them their login and property website. We have a special seller's login that you can tell if you have that for them. You can offer that to them. Offer to come by, take more photos. When you arrive, show them your marketing materials, the sign writer sample, water bottle labels, unique marketing that makes you unique, and put their home in your business cards with the property business card sticker and leave them 10 or so at their home. After you get the listing, here's just a bunch of stuff you can do. Market the property, use your listing, showcase the neighborhood. Remember that there are more you can market, the more buyer prospects you will have for that house and or others. And that's the big thing, is just building. And then continue to use the following feedback system as a way to offer real-world advice. The sellers can even work the feedback system themselves. Heaven forbid you host an open house with them. Get to know the neighbors and get to show them some the virtual tours playing on the TV and the business card stickers and the text code and the QR codes. Make people sign in, get their email addresses, connect, and build that database. All right. You'll get some of your best prospects. You guys all know this. The more people you're in front of, the more business you get. I hear people all the time, I got my hair done today and I got a lead from it, right? I went to get my nails done, or I went golfing, and God, I get more business from the golf course than I do anywhere else. Well, live on the golf course, right? Communication is key. Communicate with your sellers weekly. Lack of communication is the main reason that agents lose favor with their customers. Give them a checklist from the beginning that outlines what you will do every week you have the listing. Setting the expectations. Week 1, take the pictures, order signs. So here's just a bunch of different stuff, and I won't take up any of your time. But you guys will get access to this PowerPoint. Now, what I want to do is go really quick. I have a free report. So it's called Home Not Selling. That if you contact the loan professional, that's in your home not selling, they will get you the report, and I think most of them already have it, so no big deal there. I really want to connect, because you guys need good relationships to work with, so I just want you to connect with whoever you're working with, and if for some reason they're not in the system anymore, just get with us and we'll hook you up with someone that is, okay? Second, I have a killer. Let's see, let's go to, I have a bunch of information for you to finish it up that is in a folder that you will absolutely love. Let's see. It's all about Fsbos, and it has the PowerPoint, of course, that we talked about today. So it's called Fsbo Marketing, and it has just endless. I think it has 100 different pieces in it. So here's the PowerPoint. Fsbo Care Packet. So this one's got 64 pieces in it. Now, feel free to use this any way you want. It's literally got so much stuff. I apologize if there is duplicates in here. It says 11. I don't think it's the same, but I didn't want you to miss anything, so I apologize if there is some dupes. So just forgive me on that one. But there's all kinds of different stuff here that you can use, all different kinds of letters. There is a Fsbo Care inside here. There is everything that you would need, and you can use this for a normal listing. You can have buyer's home survey, document request, evaluating your property, fair housing laws, Fsbo ads, Fsbo flyers, Fsbo letters, garage sales are gold mines, homeownership advantages, hotline caller lead scripts, how to pack like a pro, how to prospect Fsbo success. These are ways to connect with the people that you're working with to say, you know what, I'm not just going to give you this system and good luck. I'm going to keep connecting with you and giving you more stuff. Information sheet. Like, so when you open this up, so how to pack like a pro, let's go with the information sheet. So if you open the information sheet, it's you can view it right online. So you can download it. Right here's a little download button, and then it's yours. You can say put it in a file, whatever you want to do. So this is, I mean, just little forms like this that you might not have thought of that are in here. So
time savers to keep you from having to create your own stuff. And just so you know, folks, this stuff is so easy to get. All you have to do is just get in touch with the loan officer or the loan professional who invited you or sponsored this program for you today, and they'll be able to get you to where this site is and the password to be able to get to all these downloads. And you literally, these are downloadable for you to be able to edit. They're documents that you can edit and kind of make your own. This is, you know, Scott's not putting his brand on there and making you go out there and market, you know, us and the system here. This is information that you can take, make it your own. So even if you want to just kind of try out, try it out for 30 days and find out. If you can't get one Fsbo to market with you after 30 days, give up on it. Then call us up. Tell
don't
us
give up, man. Because I mean, go back to these numbers.
Tell us. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that if they do this and they don't get one in a month, call us up and tell us that it didn't fail, that it failed for you. But the promise is this: if you implement this, if you actually take the time and you actually do some results in advance and create a little PowerPoint with a flyer on it with a picture of their home and a cool little QR code that they can snap and get to a site that you've built somewhere, you know, whatever system you're using, even if it's a free WordPress site that has a couple of pictures of their property on it, it's still more impressive to that seller than the other agents that may be marketing to them that I pretty much highly doubt that are not marketing to them. But they may be calling them up and saying, hey, I saw your ad on Craigslist. I'd love it if you'd let me list your home for you. Well, you're showing up with results in advance, and if you do it that way, I promise you that way. You know, you people ask about, well, I want to take my business in a different direction. I want to change my business. I've just gotten so humdrum. Try something new. Try something different. I'll tell you.
Or hire somebody to put this in place for you. I mean, you could do both. You could market to Fsbos and market to expireds as they come out, and do the exact same thing for both. I mean, it's do a generic video if you're into videos. I mean, there's so many things. I mean, you could take this to a whole nother level and automate this and have somebody else do it for you. And if you can't pay their salary with them getting one deal every other month, I mean, that's where it's all about. So, I mean, you know, hire somebody part-time. Say, hey, I want to do this for 6 months and see what happens. And think about it. Think about it as a journey, because the more relationships you have, the more deep relationships. Like if you send them an email and then just never follow up with them, that's no relationship. It's following up, saying, hey, what do you think of the system? Hey, how many kids do you have? How many, why are you guys moving? You guys have a beautiful home. Well, and then you start to get to know them. Well, my husband's getting transferred, or you just don't know. My wife's getting transferred, or like my wife just got a new job and we're moving up. Big, now you just possibly get a sale with a bigger sale. I mean, that's the fun part about this. There's just so much now, and then now with social media, you can show them how to connect that system with their social media sites. Say, hey, I would love to spend 15, 20 minutes just to how to take this link, post it on Facebook, post it on LinkedIn, post it on Pinterest, and have it a link all these different places so all your friends, family, and coworkers see that your home is for sale. The more people that see, the more option you have of getting somebody that comes in and wants to purchase. All righty?
Genius. Scott, again,
all right,
once again, you have outdone yourself, my friend.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody hanging with us today. Guys, I guess all I can say is just don't give up. Try something that doesn't cost very much. There is an endless supply of Fsbos. There's an endless supply of expireds. Just be better than that next person. Take it to the next level with your marketing, and do something that you can walk in and go, I have created something for you, instead of here's what I'm going to do for you. So, like, here's what I've done for you, and remove these fear things. Like if you're walking in and you have these things of fear, and you like these 4 things that I talked about at the very beginning, get rid of those. Figure a way to get rid of each one of these so that it's comfortable, it feels good, it feels right. You're not trying to sell them something they don't want. You're actually taking them something of value. It will literally change your life. Everything you do in your business, in your personal life, if you take this approach, and I mean, even with relationships, it's like, I don't know what to say something, right? I mean, if you're having an argument, just put out there how you feel. I mean, the same thing with sales. Figure a way to make it about that person and make them feel good and make them feel like, holy, I can't believe they're doing this for me. And the question you're going to get, I can promise you this because I get it all the time, what is this going to cost me? I get it every single time I present this. What is this going to cost me if I call a Fsbo on this? What's the cost? Because they always think there's a cost. If you give them something of value, you have a new best friend, especially if you give it to them for free. Have I charged for this? Absolutely, because I want to see if people would pay for it. They pay for it. Could you charge $50, $120, $127 check for this?
Yes.
You could do this if you wanted to, but I'm telling you, that relationship is worth so much more money than that $50 or $100 check is worth. That could be worth thousands and thousands of dollars just giving them something of value and building that deep down relationship, okay?
Because you could trade that $150 or maybe take 3 or 4 months to get there, but then turn that $150 into $3,000.
No question.
Or more than that, if they've got friends, family, coworkers, the neighbors see what you've done. Maybe that's the reason they're not listing with an agent is somebody in the neighborhood has said, oh, you need to do it on your own, and the agents around here don't. And then you show up with some great tool and some really cool stuff with results in advance and show them that there's a different way. Hey, I can help you with what you're doing. I'm not like the other agents. I'm willing to take these extra steps. And then they talk to the neighbor across the street who's also for sale by owner. Hey, you need to get in touch with Scott because look, I was for sale by owner too, and here's why, but now I'm working with Scott because this is what he did for me.
That's
Boom.
right.
You get a call up the next day. Before you know it, you've got a brand new farm area that you didn't even know you had. Yeah, and heaven forbid you actually set up a Facebook fan page for a neighborhood, and then you offer this to the Fsbos that come in. I mean, that's just. I mean, you can take this thing as far as you want to take it. You can take it to the social media to the 10th degree. Just take baby steps, and then work on doing one Fsbo, one expired, one Fsbo, one expired. Just work on that, and just see what happens. See what happens. Build a relationship. Think about it as a relationship. Don't think about it as a paycheck. And I promise you, the paychecks will come if you treat the relationship as if you would treat a family member on a Fsbo or on a listing. Are there going to be headaches? Are there going to be people yelling at you, wanting to kill you? Well, not necessarily want to kill you, but you're going to get doors slammed in your face. But it's okay because you know that now. You know that people are going to slam doors in your face. It's okay. So you get 10 doors slammed in your face, but you get 20 new Fsbos. Was it worth it? Absolutely. For $3,000, I'll take 20 door slams.
If you in your heart are providing something of value to help somebody, it will work out for you. I promise you that.
Absolutely. Right? Scotty, wonderful job. Right, thanks again for everybody being here. Again, if you would like any of the information you saw in the class, if you'd like a replay of the class, if you'd like access to the documents being offered by Scott, please simply contact the loan officer who invited you and sponsored the event for you today. They'll get you access to all of that information, and we'll see you right back here. Same time, same next week, everybody.
All right, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected. Goodbye.